Nowadays, many young people play a sport at least once in their lifetime. Whether it be soccer, football, basketball, or many others, many children have indeed played on a sports team. In America, according to Women's Sports Foundation, 69% of girls and 75% of boys are involved in some organized team sport. In high school especially, over 7 million boys and girls participate in sports. While youth used to be not as interested in sports, there are now only 15% who have not participated in a team sport. While sports can give children a great way to socialize, physically it can harm the child. It could cause basic motor functions to not work as well as a child not in sports. Sports are definitely physically demanding, and this can lead to stress. Stress causes the young body to fatigue, and it can cause sickness. It also causes children to be burnt out of sports at younger and younger ages. While becoming burnt out can lead to other problems, in a survey I recently took out of a high school student population, injuries are very common in these sports. In my survey, 36 out of the 38 students have been injured while playing a sport. The most common injuries were pulled muscles, floor burns, and sprains. The sport that derived the most injuries was soccer, with almost half the students falling in this category. Another sports injury is concussions. In this survey, only 6 out of the 38 have gotten a concussion from playing sports, but one individual continued playing even though they knew they had the concussion. In the long term, only 4 people were worried about the effects of their injury, but 28 out of the 38 still had a concern about it. In the end, 32 out of the 38 students played their sport after their injury. Sports can cause harm at various ages, and the injury can have lasting effects. While sports can be harmful, there are many benefits that sports give for growing children. According to the website Sports and Development, the long-term effects of sports for children greatly helps with the growth in their brain. Studies have shown that the children appear to be smarter and work harder in the classroom due to the functions that a child learns from their sport. Also, on a Sports Foundation website, children talked about how their sport has helped them in their physical development. For example, one child that played basketball said, "Basketball contributed to my proper physical development and good posture. While some of the tactics and strategies have helped me a lot in different aspects of life." Not only do sports help in these aspects, it also helps eliminate other problems and disorders. In Jeffrey Goldstein's book, Play in Children's Development, Health, and Well-Being, he says making children active will reduce obesity rates and will begin to become less of an epidemic. Also, sports can help alleviate ADHD symptoms. If children continue with their sport, the symptoms could even leave completely. Now let's take a look at a doctor's perspective on the whole situation.
Sean Rondeau, Doctor of Chiropractic.
Okay, so how do sports affect a child's physical growth and development?
Certain sports can affect their development by increasing undue stress on the growth plates. Also, the tendons and musculature and ligaments can become overworked and overdeveloped, causing future spinal problems.
Okay. Approximately how many sports-related injuries do you see in a year?
I see dozens. To put a number to it would be tough.
Do you think children should participate in multiple sports?
Depending on the sports, it all depends on the vigorous exercises. I would think one extreme sport would be more than enough for anybody under the age of 18.
What is a common injury that you have seen among young children and teens?
A lot of sprain strains from lower extremity to low back and neck.
How often do you see a patient after they come in with an injury?
Depending on the severity, usually 1 to 2 times a week for several weeks until they heal or until something changes.
How do sports affect patients in the long term?
In the long term, sports are excellent for physical health and agility, but long term, extreme sports can lead to degenerative changes, such as arthritis.
How does your job help people with sports-related injuries?
Chiropractic has been shown to decrease the likelihood of injuries for those that are on maintenance care, and those that have injuries, chiropractic speeds up the recovery and healing process.
So the big question still is, do sports affect a child's physical growth and development? While they can be harmful, there are many benefits to putting a child in sports that can positively affect them forever.